Now we will see few attachments and relations of the lumbar vertebrae. Onto the body of the lumbar vertebrae along the upper border and the lower border on the anterior surface gives attachment to the anterior longitudinal ligament, and along the upper and lower borders of the posterior surface gives attachment to the posterior longitudinal ligament. Anterior longitudinal ligament and posterior longitudinal ligament. Now lateral to the attachment of the anterior and anterior longitudinal ligament, we have the attachment of the crus of the diaphragm, the left crus and the right crus. The right crus extends up to L1, L2, L3 vertebra, and the left crus extends up to L2 vertebra. Now, if we move on from the attachment of the crus onto the sides of the body, along the upper and lower body, it gives attachment to the psoas major muscle on the side. Now, as we move upon to the attachments of the transverse process, on the anterior surface of the transverse process, there is a faint ridge. Now, this ridge gives attachment to the anterior layer of the thoracolumbar fascia. Now, the part of the transverse process medial to this ridge, it gives attachment to the psoas major. So, the psoas major muscle extends in this area in front of the anterior layer of the thoracolumbar fascia. Now, along to the tip, we have the middle layer of the thoracolumbar fascia, and the area lateral to the ridge gives attachment to the quadratus lumborum. In front of the ridge, we have the psoas major. Behind the ridge, we have the quadratus lumborum. And coming to the attachments of the mammillary and axillary process, they give attachment to the medial intertransverse ligaments. And along the upper and lower border of the transverse process, they give attachment to the lateral intertransverse ligaments. Now, there is one thing. The tips of the transverse process of L1 vertebra, in addition to these attachments, they also give attachment to the medial and lateral arcuate ligaments. And the tips of the L5 vertebra, in addition to the other attachments, it gives attachment to the iliolumbar ligaments. Now, moving on to the attachments of the spine. The spine gives attachments to the posterior layer of the thoracolumbar fascia, and also interspinous and supraspinous ligaments. Also, the sides of the spine gives attachment to the deep muscles of the back. So now, the thoracolumbar fascia, the anterior layer is attached to the anterior surface of the transverse process, the middle layer to the tip of the transverse process, and the posterior layer to the spine of the lumbar vertebra. Now, the lamina gives the upper border and the lower border, they give attachments to the ligamentum flavum. Now, if we see the pedicles, the superior and inferior surface of the pedicles, these are related to the spinal nerves coming through the respective intervertebral foramen. Lastly, if we see into the vertebral foramen, the spinal cord ends at L1 vertebra. So, the vertebral foramen of the L1 vertebra consists of the conus medullaris part of the spinal cord, and the vertebral column of the remaining vertebra, it consists of the chorda equina.